What's going on, everybody? Zach from thebarbellphysio.com, and today we're going to talk about fixing the good morning squat pattern. So the good morning squat is a squat fault that we very commonly see in individuals with weaker quads relative to their hips and their low back. So what do we see when somebody has a good morning squat? As they descend down into the squat, they keep good form. As they come out of the hole, they immediately either shoot their hips back or they shoot their hips up and then stand up. Either way, this results in them being in a position more like this rather than a squat. So they're in what looks like a good morning where the hamstrings, hips, and low back are loaded more. Why does an individual move into that position? Because those muscles of the posterior chain are stronger than their quads, so they're trying to move to load those muscles that are stronger. So for individuals with this issue, we can try different cues to get them to improve their positioning. One that I love is to think of throwing the bar to the wall behind you as soon as you get to the bottom of the squat. And sometimes that'll help a little bit, but for most individuals, this comes down to us needing to load their quads and get their quads stronger and bridge that gap between strong low back and hips and weak quads. So here are my 3 favorite exercises to do that. Number 1 is going to be the belt squat shown in this video here. So in the belt squat, we have weights hanging from our hips. There are a couple of different ways to do this, whether this is with a belt squat machine, a landmine setup, or belt squats in between 2 boxes. But this setup doesn't load our back or hips near as much and keeps a lot more of the emphasis of the movement on our legs. So it's a great way to burn the legs and build some strength specific to the legs. The second favorite exercise I have is the Spanish squat, where we have a heavy band behind our knees. We squat down, and as we come out of the bottom of the squat, we're really focused on driving our knees back into the band. And that combination of positioning and that focus on driving the knees back into the band creates constant tension on the quads. So whether we're in the bottom of the squat or at the very top at lockout, the quads never get a moment to rest in the Spanish squat, making them a very challenging leg exercise to bring the quads up. Finally, we have Roman chair squats shown with this DIY version here, where a bar is directly behind the knees. And similar to the Spanish squat, as that individual comes out of the bottom, they're driving their knees back into that barbell. And again, it keeps constant tension on the quads and allows us to bring those up. So if you're dealing with the good morning squat pattern, try those 3 exercises as accessory movements to your squat to bring up relatively weak quads relative to your hips and low back and get your squat form worked out. As always, check out thebarbellphysio.com for more articles on improving your mobility, your strength, your performance, and to help you reach your fitness goals.